Hi there, and welcome to your next tutorial video. This one is showing you how to go from a website's templates and bring them into your own Google Drive. So here you have a couple options at the top. You have business, education, you have formal, fun. I'm going to choose fun just because it's just nice to see what kind of options. So all of these offer PowerPoint or Google Slides themes, which is really quite nice of them to do. So you have a bunch of different options here. So your task is to pull in a template and choose 3 slides and create some kind of activity for your class, whether this is a morning message that you have rolling through your class, it's a bell ringer, maybe it's a discussion that you have every day, maybe it's a quote of the day, some kind of way that you could use these really fun slides. So what I'm going to choose, I like bulletin board, so maybe I'm going to make a morning message for my kids every day. So it's going to show what they need for the day, their materials, any kind of things along those lines. It's really helpful to kind of have that posted. Maybe my objective is on there. So it'll kind of give you a preview here, but what you'll need to do is scroll down, and here you can actually use the arrow keys and walk through the slides and see if this is something you're interested in. You're like, yes, this is adorable, I love it. So get Google Slides theme, and then it'll give you the option again to kind of look at the template before you make a copy. This is actually a shortcut in Google Slides to make it pull up this kind of way, so where you can view it and then you'll see an option on your screen, use template. This option I'm going to actually show you how to do, but it's not going to be in this level. It's going to be in the other level. So if you're interested in wondering how they did that, you'll have to stay tuned. Click on Use Template, and this is going to make a copy in your own Google Drive for you. So what I like to do once I make these copies, I like to rename it and put bulletin board template, and I just keep them in my Google Drive. So when I ever need it again, instead of going back to Slidesmania and making a copy, I just make this my template in my own drive. And when I'm ready, I just make copies from that. I don't know if that makes sense, but if that does, maybe that can help you. So once it pulls it in, you'll see that it kind of renames it up here, and it pulls in all the different slides, which is really nice. So I'm going to rename it as Level 1, Task 4, and I'm going to put my name on it because you're going to be sharing this with me. So it's going to be really helpful for me to know on the quick whose is whose. So I just need, again, I just said pick 3 slides that you want to do. And again, just kind of go through and delete the ones that you don't want. Notice they'll even add titles. They'll put a website. I love Slidesmania. They're really quite nice. They try to help as much as they can. All right, so presentation title. So I'm going to put Good Morning Class. So if you ever need to start changing things in your slides, just be sure you have this blue box selected. And now I can choose a different number. If I want the font to be bigger, you can even type a number in. So let's try 75. That looks good. You can use the drop-down menu and choose different fonts. Ooh, man, not too bad. Here, if you click on those words, you'll see revision history. Very helpful for students. So if somebody happens to edit something and they're like, this person changed it, revision history is where you're gonna find it. And you'll see anything is color-coded. So anything in teal are things that I changed. So highly recommend using that, especially when you have students that are asking about someone changing it and it should have been changed, or could have been just an accident. You never know with kids. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab these words again, and I can use my arrow keys on my keyboard to actually move it down a bit. Feel free to choose a different color here. You'll even see they pull in their own custom colors if you'd like. If you need a better color, you can always hit the word custom, and you'll see a color wheel option here. I'm going to show you how to use that feature again a little bit later. So maybe I'm going to come here. I'm going to put my objective for the day. You'll see how it kind of hangs out in the center of the box. If you don't like that, this align shows you how in this box it's actually centered. So here, right now you can see it's kind of in the middle, so I'm just going to bump it to the top. And that's how all of that works. And you can type your objectives here. If you don't want this picture, all you have to do is hit the delete key and then add your own picture. And you'll see that this option, see how you can move it? Isn't that great? Really, really fun. So when you're done with that, I want to be sure that you know how to turn this into me, because right now your slides, if you hover, can see only private to you, which means I can't view your task. So come on over here to the share button, go ahead and click on it. And then you can either type in my email, so I'm at LM, so you'll actually see me start to pull up. If you don't, I'm going to leave that there briefly on the screen so that you can see these instructions are in Schoology. that's one way to do it. If you don't want to share it with me, just click on the Get Shareable link, and you'll notice it says anyone with the link can view. So now I can view your slides. It would be really nice if you'd like for me to give you some feedback, that you'll want to actually add me down here, and then make sure that I can either edit the file or at least I can comment, because that would be really nice, especially if you'd like some feedback. If you're not, you can just hit copy the link, and then that's what you're going to share with me in Schoology. The directions on how to do that are in Schoology, so please be sure you read those carefully. Feel free to email me if you have any questions about that step, because that's how you're going to have to complete task 4. Hopefully you enjoyed this task. Like I said, lots of fun stuff that's happening. Stay tuned, and I will see you in the next level.